Hey. Now, this is a funny story. We have the one and only Chef Juvon in the building. The funniest part about this story is we set up a call to call him earlier today at 10 o'clock. And he actually started heading on this side of town because he's a traveling chef. And my communication mindset was, hey, we're gonna call and talk about some options, what we can do. And he was like, hey, I thought when we last spoke that we were just gonna get going. So he's here and it's hilarious. And he's actually going to raid our kitchen.
Yes.
Now, I am not prepared. We actually planned to go grocery shopping today. And as you can see, we're at home, not at the grocery store.
Well, I want to say, we didn't know he was coming.
Right.
So we
already.
figured since he's here, we could see what kind of skills he got.
Yeah.
You know, because we might want to hire him as a personal chef. So we ain't going to grocery shopping yet, but we're going to show you guys. He's going to rate our pantry, our kitchen, see what he can make, and we're going to film all of it for you guys.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So,
This the fridge. That's
this is the fridge, that's the pantry.
Okay.
We can,
See what you got.
yeah.
Ooh. Okay, a lot of preserved stuff.
Freezer left side, fridge right side.
Okay.
I think we have some frozen fish, some,
We
what
have
is
some
that?
crab legs, some fish, sausage.
You got frozen sausages or fresh sausages? I mean, it's not frozen.
Yeah,
we have
refrigerated. We have
refrigerated sausage
It's
too.
refrigerated. You don't freeze your sausages when you're not using it?
We
No,
do.
because we planned on using it this week, but we didn't get to it, so.
Gotcha. Okay. I love that ice cream. I'm advertising though. Ooh, apples and sausage. All right. Do you always keep your apples in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we not?
Do you always keep your herbs, fresh stuff down here in the drawer in
Yeah,
plastic?
Our vegetables, yeah.
All right, so I want to show you something. I was taught this by some other chefs that most herbs you want to put. Okay, first thing is first. I want to show you. You see this? It looks like I don't know what would you compare it
Condensation?
to? Condensation.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens when you allow your herbs to collect moisture? It gets soft and it starts to build mildew and it starts to wilt. Like that starting to wilt. That's starting to wilt. And as soon as you see your herb starting to wilt, you immediately cut it or detach it from the bunch because it ruins the bunch. These are still alive because they're not in dirt. They're still alive. They're breathing. They're breathing in carbon dioxide. You know, photosynthesis science thing. So what you're doing is now you're smothering them.
Oh, okay.
So now that the bag is collecting their oxygen, they're trying to breathe in the carbon dioxide.
So do I just like toss it in a drawer? Like,
No. It's several things you can do. You can take it out the bag, let them breathe. Some of them do look really good too. Let them breathe. One of the techniques you can do is wet paper towel, cold water. Well, first you want to do is when you're coming from the grocery store, you want to rinse your herbs off. Some people say no, but I think it helps when you rinse it off because not only rinsing off debris, you're also rinsing off bugs that naturally gravitates to herbs. I'm sorry we're doing a whole lesson on this, but I just love to educate, why you should do stuff and why you shouldn't.
I'm all game for that.
That's what's up.
You're the chef.
Knowledge is power.
I like to cook, but you're the chef.
Right. So you can either put rinse it off, wet paper towel, keeps them nice and moist,
Yeah, pick that real quick.
and you put it back in the drawer. Or the best way to do it, just like flowers,
Yeah.
you take care of your flowers. I hate buying women some flowers; they don't know how to take care of them. But anyway, you take you can keep the bag over it, get a little bit of water to cover up that much, and then we told them specifically about scallions, of course. Most herbs like parsley, basil, you don't want the leaves to be wet. You want them dry as possible. You can leave a bag or plastic over it, but it has to be in water. Mind you, they're still alive. My best option is to keep it on the counter, put it in like a mason jar or a nice glass. And
We
put
got a lot of
little bit
mason
water.
jars.
Oh, that's good. That's it.
Meet the
Masons.
Right.
Got you. So put it in a mason jar, a little bit of water. You don't want all of it wet. Again, you don't want to keep them wet. And it'll keep through 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
Awesome. I
Yeah,
didn't know they
we
would
toss these,
last
like-
that
Yeah,
long.
yeah. We
Wow.
You toss them at the end of the week. It's
See,
like,
that's what I'm
at that
saying.
point.
And you're not getting your money. I don't see no garlic, which is my favorite top ingredient.
We ran out.
We have
crock
minced
pots.
garlic.
I
What's
love crock pots.
Oh yeah, we have 2 crock pots. But we have our minced garlic.
I
We
don't like.
minced garlic.
I don't like this. I don't like this because when anything, fruit, vegetables, it's anything. Anytime you process something, you send it through a processor, a processing system, a factory, you're losing the nutrients out of that particular item. So yeah, garlic is good for the heart. It's good for the vessels because the heart feeds on it and it opens up your vessels so more blood can flow through your vessels and arteries. So if more blood can flow through your arteries and your vessels, your blood pressure comes down. Your blood pressure builds up because it doesn't have much room to let blood flow, which creates high blood pressure. And then with high blood pressure, you lose kidneys, you lose kidney failure, and then you lose like other organs, and you know. But anyway.
And actually, I saw that on your website before we set up the call.
Yeah.
About the like the kidney situation that you had, and now you're doing a lot better.
Medicine
That's
free. December will be 11 years kidney transplant.
Wow.
And I'm doing.
What's your was it Chef Juvon?
ChefJuvon.com.
Okay, ChefJuvon.com.
Spell
Check it
that
out.
for us.
Juvon. Is it on my shirt?
Is it on your
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juvon. I don't know if it's on the back. I don't remember.
Personal chef on the back. Let's see the front.
Juvon. Chef
Okay.
Juvon. I have people spell it several ways. I thought it was an easy name for people to spell. But
Chef Juvon.
Juvon. All right, that's cool.
Okay, so what do you think you can
Oh,
make?
so I mean, what else you got here? You have sausage in here, you said?
Yeah.
Bell peppers.
Sausage.
Bell peppers, yeah. Let me see. These are good. Let me see. Oh, you haven't even opened these. And they look good too.
Do it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Use one
Some lime.
lime. Oh yes. You have pasta. Or you want me to fix? What do you want me to fix with it?
We do have some
We
pasta.
have what is this?
Cucumber.
Zucchini.
Oh, that's zucchini. Tomato.
Alrighty. So pasta. We have
Yeah,
some
garlic bread.
jumbo shells, some linguine. What else do we have? Some whole wheat spaghetti.
I like whole wheat.
It's just not.
Oh, it's
You
not
got
full box. Anyway,
Yeah.
that'll probably just be for him.
I know, right?
I love whole wheat pasta. And then I like. Do you know they're actually making vegetable pasta these days?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it, but I can't just throw that on anybody because it's not boiling the same. Of course, you know you can easily overcook them. I like my pasta al dente. I don't know how y'all like your
Yes,
pasta.
we do too.
Okay.
Yeah. It means like still like kind of hard, kind of chewy.
Just a little bit hard, yeah.
Mhm.
Just a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. Just like my rice. All right, so we got olive. You have olive oil?
We do.
Okay, I see vegetable
Olive
oil.
oil right here.
All right, so I guess we're gonna fix some. I'm gonna saute some sausages and some peppers and some onions. I'm so sad that you don't have garlic. I guess I'll have to use the
I mean,
garlic powder.
we do, but our garlic ain't good enough for him. So
And let's see. I'll saute some pasta, same herbs and stuff, give it that own flavor. Cut up some onion. No potato.
do you need to figure out some seasonings? It's just that
Oh,
side.
I'm like, where's the rest
I
of
know,
the
right?
Okay.
It opens in the middle, but it's dishes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
got
just-
you. All right. I love fresh salt crackle. It's healthy. You like spicy?
Yeah.
Okay. I love, like, when I go to people's houses, I like to look to see what they use. I've come to realize over the past couple of years of me doing this, oh, this is what I really need.
That's mine right there. She don't like to
dope.
use it.
Oh my gosh. I've learned that you really don't need a lot of seasoning for stuff.
Yeah.
If you're using a lot of more natural herbs, which us people need to get familiar, right, that we need to learn how to do, we'll live more healthier lives.
Yeah.
Our bodies will be more conditioned. Our brains will be work more.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I work more. So you know, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna do my thing. Y'all put me to a challenge, but this is not a challenge.
Yeah.
This is not a challenge.
And we get to eat.
Korean style.
Are you using this sauce?
I think I am. I'm gonna add a little bit to it.
Okay.
What salad dressings do you have? Let's see.
Not much. That's the Italian.
And garlic. Okay. The diced tomatoes in the cabinet. Can you pass me that can?
You don't want to use the fresh ones.
You have fresh diced tomatoes? Oh, I mean, no, I want that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get a base for the sauce.
Okay. So what we got here? So you're gonna be using
Scallions, some peppers, definitely for coloring and flavor. This is going to be a hint of lime, that's for flavor. You know, of course, the onions, and you got the fresh garlic right here that I'm gonna chop up. See the fresh garlic right there? You said, You said,
I'll move the cord.
Right. And I'm gonna throw this on the. This can actually start cooking now.
Right. Make me want to go to school for this. What?
Now you have a fine cut onion. It's all fine cut.
That's crazy.
So that was the quick way of doing it. Now you have more of this onion to. I work with the chef. He said never throw away anything. Anything everything in the kitchen is usable, even this. That's because I put water in my hand. How you know your oil is ready and hot? Do you know?
I'll flick a little water.
Oh, besides the dangerous way. Besides the dangerous way. When you look at your oil, if you get a good shot, you see the waves in it. See those waves? Those are heat waves. I don't know if you can see it.
I don't know if you can see it from the camera.
Oh yeah, I see.
When you move it, you see those heat waves. That's how you know it's hot.
Okay.
But I'm not deep frying it, so I don't have to have this to a certain temperature. So I'm starting the dish off with just onions because the onions, I want them to caramelize. Not peppers, because the onion peppers, I want them fresh. Already smelling good. Now, caramelization, this is the part that people mess up more. If you want your onions to caramelize, you don't touch them.
Really?
You just let them sweat. If you start doing this, and more people like doing like my mother, Mom, let the onions cook.
Yeah.
My mother just loves doing it. She'll tell you. She's done it in some of my videos. I just want to shake it. That's all. You just gotta let them sweat. And since I want to let them sweat, it's already down. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more because I don't know your stove that well. I'm gonna just let them
Not
caramelize.
yet, at least.
What? No, I don't know that well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to let them caramelize, breaking them apart so they can sweat evenly, and just let them sweat. The middle out. Bada bing, bada boom. And all your seeds
Throw it in
should.
there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. All your seeds should come out. If not, you see some seeds still in there. Now with the smaller peppers, the sweet ones, the colorful ones, I cook with the seeds. Because the seeds add more sweetness. The flavors in those seeds. For instance, what do they say about peppers, spicy peppers, when you're cutting them?
Oh,
The flavors in the seeds.
Yeah.
The seeds, right?
Yeah.
And you don't put your
That's from the cooking
fingers
show.
in your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those seeds actually do give it flavor.
We could probably put one this way.
What?
This is how you test your knife, see how good it is. So I should be able to run through this real quick without having to slow down and recut something or go over it. So the knife is not that bad.
I haven't sharpened it, or I actually never have had it sharpened, and I've had it for like 10 years.
That's not bad for 10 years. Honestly speaking, it's not.
It
Now,
was easier to cut the pepper the other
yeah,
side.
that's what I thought too.
I'd rather cut to the skin first, because that's the difficult side. If you do it this way, some chances are that it's not cut, or it did cut. It's a good knife. Some chances are it's not cut all the way. So I'd rather go through the tough side first. All right, so some I want to chop up fine.
Years.
Years.
Yes.
Probably 2 years.
With these, you want to recycle out at least a year.
Really?
Unless you're soaking them with vinegar and lemon juice, because what happens, just like a cutting board, it has grooves in it. And what happens is the longer you use it, the longer amount of time you have it, the food, sauces that you use it gets into the grooves, and you're not really cleaning them out. So you want to recycle them. That's why they're so cheap in stores.
Yeah.
You're supposed to recycle them.
Okay.
Hold on. Like literally recycle? Like you take it to a recycle place?
Nah, you throw them away.
Just throw 'em away.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to recycle it out your kitchen.
Yeah.
And get another one.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is beautifully caramelized. I'm gonna stir it up a little bit because some of them are still on the same side as I put them on. It's nice and soft. See, they're not burning. When you're sweating onions, you want to do them as not slow as possible, but you want to do it slow because you don't want it to turn brown so fast. Browning fast is when you're sauteing onions. Right now, we're caramelizing onions. And what's happening in the caramelization of the onions is you're making the sweetness of that onion come out.
So, as you can see in the background, Chef Juvon is in the building. We are doing I guess this is like a kitchen raid. So he literally came in and saw what we had in the kitchen, and he's making the meal. Now, for future reference, Chef is gonna do what Chef does best. You know what I mean? But this is a great start. This is a lot of fun. I learned a lot about the stuff I have in the kitchen that I was using wrong, cutting stuff wrong, doing all types of stuff wrong. But now that he's here, I don't have to do it wrong, and I don't have to do it right. Because he gonna do it right here. Am I wrong?
That's right.
Hey. What's that?
Cayenne pepper. For your spice.
I'm asking what's that, like I don't live here.
Oh.
That's funny.
A little bit of salt. If I can get it out. Oh, okay. Black pepper is my favorite, especially when it's fresh. Always use room temperature butter. I don't know why people take butter out the refrigerator and start cooking with it.
I'm people.
A lot of people
I just
do
be
that.
doing that.
A lot of people do that. So I'm gonna let that butter get up in there. That's gonna add a lot of flavor to it.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is the funnest cooking I never did.
You never did. So here's your base for your sauce, right? Besides the garlic. Definitely the garlic powder.
I can get that for you.
So that's basically ready. All sweated, it's caramelized, soft. So that's why we got fresh over there, so that now when you eating your food, you get the fresh flavor.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let me jump in here for you said garlic powder?
Yeah. Pasta's ready to go in the water. All right, so we're gonna get this sausage started. Let me cut it up. My mother loves the sausage, kielbasa. I used to love eating it too. The turkey is my favorite. What flavor is this one? Beef?
This one is,
smoke?
beef.
Yeah, I
Beef
love
smoke.
the turkey. Breakfast, dinner, don't matter.
So what state are you from?
I'm actually from New York. I was born in New York, Harlem Hospital. Harlem Hospital. I'm not a Harlemite, but you know, I was born in Harlem. Most of my family's from down south, Greenville, Louisiana. I was there a couple of weeks ago visiting grandparents. But yeah, you know, look at this. Pan's a little bit small. There's a rule of thumb when you overcrowd a pan, but you know what? In this case, it's fine. So what happens is when you have stuff in the pan, it's overcrowded. It's not going to get to what do I want to say? It's not going to start searing and cooking how you want it to. It's not going to start searing. What's going to happen is more sweat is going to collect on each neighbor. If you're in an elevator full of black folks, everybody's sweating.
Yeah.
The moisture in the elevator,
Right.
it just creates a condensed environment.
Yeah.
Same thing is happening in a crowded pan.
Okay.
So when you want to fry something, the less possible. Now, when you're a cook, you used to the fire. You can't stand the fire and the heat and all that. Get out the kitchen. So yeah, I can grab hot food.
Yeah.
But anyway, so with a crowded pan, it's going to create a sauce.
Okay.
So that's why I said it's going to work in my favor in this case, because I want to add to this. We're creating our own sauce right now.
Right.
That's why I didn't use much of the sauce.
Now
in the stew.
it's more so you because I haven't done anything.
Viewers, everybody that's watching.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I like to include
So we're all
everybody.
included.
Yeah. River, yeah, she
Hey.
over here.
She's
River, we're
excited.
making a sauce. Look
No,
at
it
me.
smells so good in here. It smells like the food is already done.
See, that's why I said dinner's ready. All right, so we're gonna let that cook. It's gonna start sweating, like I said. I guarantee it's gonna start making a little sauce.
Okay.
Definitely need some green up in here. Let me add some color. You don't have a big pepper, but I'm gonna add the top part of this scallion to add some color to that.
Okay. It's looking good. We got our pasta waiting for us right here.
So you got how much?
I always do this just for plating purposes. You can put more meat up on there, you know. My mother hates when I cook something. She'll be like, oh gosh, it's gonna be an hour before we eat. Because I put a lot of work into plating, you know. Then I take pictures and I'm like, no, don't eat yet. I gotta take a picture. She hates that. The ideas just come to me as I plate. I never know what I'm going to do until I start plating. Yes, I pick through people's food with my fingers after I pick my nose. No, I'm just joking. That's not working. That's why I use tweezers.
Use tweezers?
Yeah. I got different size tweezers you use.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to look like this plated, so this is exciting.
Y'all just gonna throw something together for y'all?
I mean,
That's what we asked you to do.
I said, I know I'm going to meet the Masons, but I didn't know I was going to cook for the Masons. Oh, it would be dope if I put this in the Mason jar.
That would be amazing.
That would have been dope, just layered it.
still got jars. Still got jars.
Right.
What kind of jars I got?
Mason jar.
Oh! All right. Hey guys, caught up with the Masons. You want to check out the full videos on the YouTube channel. It's incredible. So did a challenge. They challenged me to rate the refrigerator and the cabinets, and I pulled out some stuff and did some things. I got a little approval from Rivers right here. And now they're about to do their taste.
Here we go.
All right, guys.
Y'all be honest now.
Of
Oh,
course.
you gonna tell me no lies?
All right.
I'm at home. It's a good flavor.
I hear the flavors.
It's like a kick.
It's like the lime in there. There's a kick. The peppers, the sweetness. It's perfect. It's like it came from our kitchen. What?
Not bad. Welcome. You can come back anytime you like. Actually, hold on. You travel. You travel, so anybody can get this.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they can.
Okay. Hey, book them.
Book them.
Y'all did it at the same time.
She's a very picky eater, so. Mommy, you like it?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
She's so cute.
No, you clapping? Yeah.
Yeah.